Right, today we're going to go over how to effectively use email and other electronic communications in the workplace. This is my audience: Judy Atkinson. Here's your handout. Ethan Kryzak. Here's your handout. Jacob Kryzak. Here's your handout. Paula Kryzak. Here's your handout. And Leon Atkinson. Here's your handout. Hello, my name is Megan Atkinson, and like I said earlier, we're going to go over how to effectively use email and other electronic communication in the workplace. Alright, so first, why do we use electronic communication? First off, electronic communication allows a business to communicate electronically to talk to customers and potential customers and suppliers, vendors, and talk internally with employees and partners. Electronic communication enables every form of activity in which a business engages, from marketing and sales to customer service, ordering, and billing. So why use the different types of electronic communication are email, instant message, social networking, video chatting, and blogging. So first we're going to talk about email. Email is pretty much just the classic way of communication. It was the first thing that got started. When sending an email, you should always check for spelling and grammar mistakes, and also emails are like letters, and but they're just sent over the internet pretty much. So always put to whom the email is and who it's from. If you're CCing someone, let the other person know you are. In case they respond back, then you see something private and they accidentally hit reply all, and something was said about the other person, and then a lot of office drama happens. It's actually happened before. It was funny, but not for the other person. CC means carbon copy. BCC means blind carbon copy. You use this whenever you're sending out an email, and you don't want the other people that you carbon copied to see that you send this to the other person also. So you're sending out, like what you would use this for, like, say, me and Paula, or Paula's my boss, and me and Judy, we're co-workers, and we're sending emails back and forth, say, I'm having an issue with you at work. And I send you an email saying, well, this is not issues I'm having with you, this is what I need you to correct, or whatever. I would put you in that email, and then I would blind copy Paula to say what I told you, so you'll know, or so she would know that I'm trying to correct the issue. Then there's three main components to an email, which is the subject line, the body, and the conclusion. You always want to put something in the subject line, so whenever the person sees the email, they're like, sales. Okay. So you're going to know that the email is going to be over sales. The body of the email is where all the information is. You want to have, whenever I do an email, I always want to have like the main objective in the first paragraph, and then the second paragraph have what you need to do and how to do it. And the shorter the email, the better, and you always want to get to the point. And the shorter, so the other person will know when, how to do it precisely. Alright, so instant messaging was first created by AOL. However, many people don't use AOL anymore. nowadays use Gmail Instant Messenger and Windows Live Messenger. Using instant messages is appropriate to use shorthand and abbreviations for. This is something that's really handy whenever you're in the office. But however, you don't want to do it all the time to distract the other person from their work. Like if you have a quick question to your boss, hey, I have a question about this client right here, this is what it is, and they can shoot you back something real fast, be like, oh, this is what it is, this is what you need to put in. So how many people here have ever used Instant Messenger?
Me.
Anyone else?
All the others just use text messaging now.
What Instant Messenger did you use?
I think it was Windows Live.
Windows Live?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was younger, I always used the AOL,
Mm-hmm.
and then whenever Windows Live came out, all my friends messed with it.
Well, I've used Gmail too, so, but in business they used Windows Live.
Mm. You used what?
I used Gmail.
You used the Gmail? So whenever, one classic Instant Messenger was, when we first came out, was the chat rooms. Did anyone ever use the chat rooms?
I have.
Yeah. I know, I always did for like fashion and stuff. You always talk about dresses and stuff. I always thought. You do what?
I can barely email.
You can barely email? Well, that's great, because later, at the end, I'm going to show you all how to use email, and also how to use Skype. Alright, so social networking. I know this is, the majority of the people in the room use this, because I'm friends with y'all on Facebook. There are many social networking that is available for people to use. There's Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, but a lot of people don't really use this anymore. That was back in the
day.
Back in the day. And then there's also LinkedIn. Social.
Pinterest too.
Oh, Pinterest. I don't use Pinterest. I forgot about that
Some
one.
people do.
Yeah, there's also Pinterest and some other ones out there. Is there any other ones that I'm missing? There was Pinterest.
LinkedIn, you got Pinterest, you got Facebook, Twitter.
Oh yeah, Snapchat.
Oh,
Google.
No, you got Snapchat, you got Instagram.
Oh yeah, Instagram's a good one. And YouTube. That would probably
Yeah, I
be
went to YouTube, but it's not really a social networking.
Yahoo.
Yahoo. Yeah, that's a major one. All right. Social networking sites can be very good for you. However, be careful what you put on Facebook and Twitter because it can come back to you and later in life, and it can affect your future employment. LinkedIn is a great social networking to build up endorsements for people, and you can also find jobs on there. I believe, Ethan, did you find your job on LinkedIn or did you find it on Monster?
Monster.
Found on Monster? But they're both really similar. Except for LinkedIn, you can be friends with people and build up your networking that way. So who all uses a social networking site here? Alright, so what do you use?
I've used Facebook and LinkedIn.
Facebook and LinkedIn? Jacob?
Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, Google, Yahoo. Everything you pretty much
So
think.
pretty much everything? I think it has a lot to do with age demographics too on what you use.
Yeah.
Ethan, what do you use?
Facebook and LinkedIn.
Facebook and LinkedIn? And Judy, you use Facebook? Leon, do you use any social networking sites?
I use the telephone.
You use the telephone?
There's another one, Skype.
Oh, great.
Skype,
Skype, yeah.
Yeah, Skype.
Okay, Skype.
Seriously, I use the big E and Bing or Bing comes up there, and then I type in what I'm looking for, and is that
That's a
Count.
search engine.
No.
that don't count?
It's a search
Okay.
engine.
So,
Facebook is when I show you pictures of Megan and all that stuff.
and have y'all ever posted something y'all regretted on these social networking sites?
Not me.
No?
Huh?
No?
I've always told you not to put anything on there you wouldn't mind seeing on a billboard.
Yes, that's very
There
true.
you go. Good advice.
Yes.
Richard did though.
What do you do?
Yeah, the senior club.
But I know a lot of young people nowadays, they post really inappropriate pictures on Facebook, but they don't, their parents don't tell them that, or they ignore their parents, but younger people, younger generations, they're more out there, they're more
Yeah,
willing to.
more and more employers these days, the first thing they do is go on Facebook and see if you have a Facebook account. It's the first thing they do on LinkedIn too, for that matter. And I know I've actually gone in and checked out future employers. I've checked out the vice presidents or whoever I'm interviewing with on LinkedIn and Facebook just to check them out. And I'm sure they've done that with me as well.
Yes. That's a great way to find information about future employers that you're potentially looking at, because then you'll know a little bit of their background.
Right.
And so you won't be completely, have no idea who this person is. I know one time I went to a interview, this person's name was Leslie. I thought it was a girl. I was completely wrong. I should have found out on Facebook or on LinkedIn, because later afterwards I found out that they did have a LinkedIn, and I could have found out and would have saved myself the embarrassment of, oh, you're not a girl?
Well, I just recently interviewed for a position, and the vice president of marketing, I checked out on LinkedIn. He had a LinkedIn page, and I found out how old he was. I found out where he always lived. I found out what he does.
Stalker.
I'm not a stalker. I was just checking him out just so that I would know something about him whenever I went for the interview.
So you'll know.
I wasn't creeping. I was checking him out before I go for the interview.
Alright, and then has anyone ever found a job on a social networking site? I know Ethan, he found one on Monster. Anyone else find a job?
Oh, Career Builder.
Career Builder. Jacob, have you found a job on, no? Are you employed, Jacob?
Yep.
When I was looking for a job that didn't have the internet,
So,
Yeah, that's pounding the pavement. I remember those days.
alright, we're going to go on to video chatting. There are many video chatting sites that you can use. Skype, that's a major one. I just recently learned how to use it, and I feel like a pro at it now. There's also FaceTime, which is for the Mac and iPhones. That's pretty cool. There's iChat for Mac users. There's Windows Live video chat for PC, and then also the Gmail, that's for PC or for Mac, whichever. When video chatting, it gives off the illusion that the person is in front of you. So I've actually had like an interview that was like that with the video chat. So whenever you do video chat, you always need to ensure the room that you're in is clean. They're going to see behind you. They're not just looking at your face. So if you have a messy room or like a really embarrassing painting or anything, you need to be sure to move it. Yeah, if you have something just hanging around, pick it up. And then also you need to be aware of what you're wearing too. If you're in an interview, just because you're doing it over a video chat doesn't mean you don't need to dress up. You need to at least dress up from the waist up. If you're wearing your pajama bottoms, underwear, whatever, that's fine. But you just need to be presentable from the top up, so they'll know that, hey, this person actually cares. This person wants this job. So has anyone in this room actually used Skype? So we have 2 users. Alright, has anyone else used, you said you used FaceTime. Have y'all ever used any kind of video chatting software? No? Okay. Alright. And blogging. Blogging is a type of online journalism that allows you to keep up with day-to-day lives of your family and friends. Blogs are typically updated often, sometimes multiple times a day, and may cover all aspects of a person's life and interests, or be concentrated at specific topics like sports, fashion, music, stuff like that. Blogs allow people to follow comments and share updates with others. Has anyone ever used a blog?
I haven't, because I don't have time, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I've never used a blog before. It's time consuming, like y'all just said.
I don't have all the time in the day to be able to sit on a
Well,
computer.
blogging, when I'm watching television and seem like people use that, in their job or something, I don't know.
Like some people like journalism, that's,
Yeah.
blogging is just like journalism. Like they can report on stuff and they'll write it down. And then they'll keep it updated like frequently. Like the journalism's like on Fox Sports, that's what we always watch.
Like
they,
weather blogging,
Yeah,
things
weather.
like that.
So later in,
They always say, well, check my blog.
Right.
Mhm.
Can you get in trouble if you, like, if you blog something that's not the truth about somebody else?
yeah, of course, that's,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to do that, well,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't think of the word
I
either.
know neither can I. Ask me in about 20 minutes and I'll know what the word is. So next we're going to move on to the last slide. It's a warning to all. Pretty much like anything and everything that you post on the internet stays on the internet. Like pictures, no matter what, if you delete it, someone could have already copy and pasted and put it on Google, put it on, it could be anywhere. So always be cautious of what you're posting. And also be cautious of what you're posting on social networking sites, especially if you're saying, you had a bad day at work and you come home. I hate my job, I hate my manager, blah, 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 blah. You might get fired over that. There was actually a court case not too long ago that someone did get fired over it just because someone had a bad day and they posted it on Facebook. They tried to fight it, but they lost because that was slander to the company. That was the
That's the
slander.
word. Now I can think of it.
And also whenever you are doing your emails, always double check, triple check that you're sending it to the correct person. That is a
Been
major
there,
thing.
done that.
Exactly.
It's not good.
It is not good at all. And you can cause yourself to get embarrassed. You can
Especially in
accidentally,
business.
and you can accidentally give out client information that's supposed to be private. And then you have a lawsuit on your hand right there. So always be cautious of that. On your handouts that I gave y'all, I have the do's and don'ts of electronic communications. It's pretty much just like a summary of what I've already told y'all. The do's are always put a subject line in the email. Include relevant information in the first paragraph. And then the next paragraph have an explanation. Always check for grammar and spelling errors. Ensure that you're sending the email to the correct person. I cannot emphasize that enough. Because that's happened to me, and that was not good.
I think it's happened to everybody
Yes,
that's used email.
And then also, like on Snapchat and stuff like that, I had someone recently send me something they weren't supposed to,
Oh, yeah.
and that was funny. And that person,
I saw that.
and also, always be sure you're carbon copying the right person and blind carbon copying the people that you need to necessary. If you're doing video chat, ensure your room's clean. You don't want to embarrass yourself. And be sure you're dressed appropriately. Don'ts is don't have spelling errors. Whenever you get an email, try to reply back within 24 hours so you'll know you get back to them fast. Like 24 to 48 hours is the best time frame to get to them. Don't post things on social networking sites that are bad mouthing your job or your employer. Don't post inappropriate pictures. Don't lie when you're using LinkedIn because they will find it. And whenever you go there and you're saying, oh, well, this says on your LinkedIn profile that you have these credentials or certifications, thank y'all. And you actually don't have it, and you can lose your job just like that, just for lying. And don't keep a dirty office whenever you ever use video chatting. So, alright, so this portion now, we're going to go and, we're going to go and look at Skype and how to use Skype. Alright, so on Skype, you can do multiple things. You can send emails over Skype. You can do voice calling like a phone call. Then you can also do video chatting. These are my friends that I have on Skype. They're actually people in one of my group projects that I'm doing for another class currently. Here you can, it shows that I missed a call Saturday, and it shows you all the cool stuff you can do on Skype. You can add contacts going down to the bottom part. And then, actually, Jacob, what's your Skype name?
I don't really know because it's weird on the Xbox how it works. Because like mine, I think is my email. My normal name.
What's your email? Okay.
I honestly have no
What's
clue.
next?
Well, go in there and look.
What's next?
Do you know Nate?
What's his name? No, but because it's like Xbox, you do my email.
Okay.
So it's not my name.
Yeah,
I know, but you can do
You can do it, yes, email.
Email.
I don't know why that Christie's.
Alright, well while they're checking on the email, I'll show you the other things you can do. Right now up here it says that I'm available, and for Sanders, whenever it's green, and all these, the green, that means that they're available to talk. You can do a Skype test call, you can click it, and it'll show everything, like it'll tell you how to start Skyping, how to chat, and how to start everything. Alright, so while he's doing that, I'm going to push this to the side. And then we're going to go over how to use the email. Alright. So, I have a Hotmail email on this currently for my app. To compose an email, you're going to go to the little box, you'll click it. Or you go to the add sign and click it, and I'll say to. So, Judy.
I'm gonna try calling him, he's on.
Alright.
If you don't pick up, I'll text him that, hey, pick this.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to add online. It's confusing. That was the same.
Alright, so you just go down and you go to add contact. And you put the email. It's going to be
Can you text them and let them know that they
Shit,
should
my
stop
phone.
it?
oh, it's fine. I'm just going to show y'all how to add people.
Well, I'm saying if you want to try calling him, he's available. I'll call him.
Alright, what was in between? But that's how you would add someone. You'll type it in. And whenever you have that, you'll be able to call them and tell them, talk to them over your microphone, and you can also do the voice over the microphone, and then you can also do the face-to-face. So now that we did that, go to email. So, Judy, what's your email address?
LeonandJudy@ATT.net.
So her email address is Leon and Judy at ATT.net. And right now we don't want to carbon copy anyone because it's just going to be between you and me. And just as we add a subject line, and we can put test email. And then we'll go down here and click, and this is where you'll actually put the body of it. And then we'll just put Dear Judy. And then I want to put thank you. Megan Atkinson. Alright, and then to send it, we just go up here to the little send button and press it. And it went up.
Why
Alright.
don't you send me an email? I hadn't had one in 2 weeks.
Alright. And does anyone have any questions over social networking and how to use it?
I'm pretty versed on it most of the time.
Alright, great. Well, thank y'all for attending.
He said you can call if you want.
I didn't get it.
She get the
No, it's
email
fine.
out.
I can tell you, but I know exactly what it is.
This one. Alright, well,
It's
thank
okay.
y'all.
All right,
appreciate
thank
y'all.
you.
You don't have to.